Hey everyone, this is Stacia, and we have a special video today. Um, I have special guest Aidan Kelly with me. He's been featured in one other video with a pawn avalanche. You could find that one on the channel. And today, Aidan's been working with me for a good, I don't know, what, 2 years? Maybe more
Yeah,
than that.
about
Yeah, and he's really improving at chess, and so I thought it might be fun for all of us to look at one of his most interesting games. And this one will not disappoint. It's a very interesting game. And, well, Aidan, anything you'd like to say to everybody?
um the end is very confusing. That's what I'm gonna say. It's a
Correct.
English opening game. I played the English here and very complicated.
Yeah, and I was watching this game on and off while you were playing it. This was played online, by the way, and Aidan had the white pieces. So, okay, I guess we get started.
Yeah.
So Aidan went c4, which is the English. Now, I have to say, watching this, I was stunned. I had never seen Aidan play the English before ever. I had never showed it to him. I'm like, do I have the right game? Is
Yeah,
this...
I read it out of one of the chess books I have. That's how I kind of like glanced over it, and this is how I learned it.
Yeah, well, it turned out pretty good. So let's check this out. They went e5. I think this is the best move against the English. You went knight c3. They went knight f6. g3. So why did you play g3?
So I could Venketo my bishop.
Okay, good. So this is hyper modern chess, which we normally don't do. We do classical chess, right?
Right.
Like Morphy classical
Yeah,
attacking.
I wanted to try this in like a tournament game to see how it went.
Yeah, and I think it's great that you did. It's really good to try things out. Well, and I have fun too.
Yeah.
So they went knight c6. You fanketted your bishop, as you said. Yeah, and I don't know if you knew this, but I mean, White's kind of adopting what is called a light square strategy in this opening. They're
Okay.
gonna control all the light squares.
Yeah. Hmm.
See how the bishop's like everything, all the
Yeah.
light squares are being controlled. So black played bishop b4. Okay, that's the move I would play too.
Hmm.
So why do you think they played that?
So they can get rid of the knight, so we don't have. I don't have as strong of a center, and
Yeah.
they can attack it easier.
Yeah. Like I'm a classical player. Like hyper modern is, you use your pieces from the side and you attack the center later. So this is like I'm going to take your knight and I'm going to take the center. That's what this is about. That's what I would try to do too. So you went e4 here. Kind of an unusual move. So was this in your book, this move e4?
I think I don't know. I don't remember if it was in my book or not, but I think the reason I played this because I kind of wanted to play push to d4 at some point, and then eventually play d5 and have a really strong center.
Ooh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's my idea a lot.
Okay. Yeah, the only risk with this though is if you don't get d4 in, like if black stops you, then
Yeah.
this pawn is weak and backwards forever.
Right.
So it's a risky move. You also blocked your bishop.
Right.
But let's see. d6 they played. a3. Oh, you wanted them to take. That's my estimation. Okay, so they did take. Now, it's not really a concern because look, you controlled it with e4.
Right.
So he's not getting d5.
Right.
And you got two bishops and you know how to use them.
Hmm.
Probably better than I do. So, okay, castles, d3, solidifying your center, b6, knight f3, bishop g4. So what's that called? Let's tell the viewers.
Pin.
It's a pin. So, you castled. I think that's a good move. That's what I would do too.
Mm.
a5.
Starts a pawn attack on the other side, sort of.
Yeah, I think, I was just learning about this the other day. This is a space gaining move. They're trying to gain space on the queen side.
Yeah.
And I think there's another idea with it too. But I don't think it's necessarily the best move. I mean,
yeah, I agree. I feel like it doesn't do much.
Yeah, like if you were black, what would you play, do you think?
I don't know, maybe get my rook on the e file so it would have the center would have some extra support. Or
that makes some sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was also looking at this move. I mean, I'm not saying it does a lot, but at least it connects the rooks.
That's true.
But I probably wouldn't play a5. That wouldn't cross my mind.
Yeah, it just seems to be giving us the move.
Yeah, it's probably okay. I guess I'll check with the computer. I should probably do that every now and then. Yeah, computer likes queen d7 and queen c8 and a6. A6. I don't understand a6, but
maybe because then you can play b5 and attack that c4 pawn.
Oh, you might be right. Yeah, I think you're right.
And then that would damage the center.
That makes 2-3 cents. But they chose a5. Let's see what you did. Because you played this game a while ago, didn't you? A few months ago.
Yeah, it was also a really long game.
Yeah, I remember you had a bunch of people watching at the end of the game. Like,
I think we were like the last game in that round or something.
And people are making comments on it. They're like, wow, this is crazy. Well, we'll get to that part. So h3, putting the question to the bishop, would you like to take the knight? He said, no, thank you. d4. Okay, so what do you think? Is d4 a good move?
I think it is because it grabs the center.
I think it would be if it didn't have a flaw. There is a flaw with this move.
Because the c4 pawn is undefended now.
Yep, and another one.
The e pawn is undefended.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if he can take. That looks kind of scary, though, because...
Yeah, it does.
I'm not sure. I'm going to ask the computer. Yeah, actually, it's not recommended yet. So, maybe this is a trickier move than I thought. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, cool. So he took there. You played knight takes d4.
So it defends that pawn.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not so sure he should go knight takes d4 like that.
Yeah, because now I have a really strong center.
Now we went from hyper modern chess, the English opening, to just like awesome position chess. You've got a strong center. Strong center and 2 bishops. I think I really like white now. I like your position a lot. Queen c8.
Threatening taking on h3 with the bishop. And then if I took and he took back this queen, my king would be in trouble.
Yeah, let's see if you saw it. You did see it. I have to tell you, though, there's a more normal way to deal with this plan. So you guarded the h3 pawn by blocking.
Yeah.
There's another way, too.
Just moving it.
Oh, h4. That's also a more unusual move, but only because I've seen this like a million times.
Okay.
So how can you defend that pawn? What do you think you could do?
Just move our king there.
Yep.
To h2.
Yep, king h2. This is like the way they normally do it in the Fianchetto structure. They put the king on h2, and then it kind of helps you go f4 later. Your king's tucked away and nice and safe over here.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we go roar. That's how I like to play.
Another pawn avalanche.
Yeah, exactly. Pawn storm, pawn avalanche. Okay, but you saw the threat and you dealt with it. I mean, that's pretty good. All right, rook a7.
Not really sure what that does.
Oh, they were worried about that.
Yeah, because if I push my pawn attacking the knight.
Yeah, actually, that would win, wouldn't it? You would win a piece
Yeah.
or the exchange. So they saw that. I bet you saw that too.
Yeah, I think I'd go up 1 point.
So they stopped it. Okay. You developed your last piece?
This is where it gets crazy.
Yeah, it's going to get crazy now. I'm going to get confused, just to warn everyone. I'm already confused. Okay, he's attacking your pawn. That I understand.
Yeah.
So probably you defended it. You did. Queen c2. I like it. c5. c5 looks weird to me. I would play d5.
Yeah.
You did play d5.
Hey, I finally got d5 in.
Yeah, you really are my student. I'm like, that's what I would play, and then you play it. That doesn't bode well for me, though, because then, like, when I play you in a real tournament someday, you're going to know every move I play, and then you're going to trick me, probably. But that's an aside. Okay, h6. h6.
Not really sure why. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, that move attacks it. You could win a pawn off of it. Like, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I think they're worried about you pushing g5, but or maybe putting the bishop there. I don't know. But yeah. h6 would make me nervous as black because you could still do this anyway.
And yeah, you could still do it, and it would just be a trade of pawns. And now that king is even more open.
Yeah, and then
if you got a rook down there onto h8, you could checkmate him because that pawn's not in the way anymore.
Yeah, I like when the g file's open. Then you go king h2, rook g1,
and then you can play f4.
Yeah, there's attacking chances for sure. Especially when he's putting all his pieces on the queen side.
Yeah.
Okay, rook e1. You had a different idea. I guess we'll find out what it is. a4. Bishop f4.
I think I wanted to push that e-pawn.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. Yeah, you're going to go e5. You're playing in the center. Also a good plan. Knight e8.
To defending the pawn. It doesn't look pretty, though.
No. I call this turtling up. Have you heard me say that before?
Turtling up?
Yeah, it's like a turtle.
I would guess it means something that's like protecting.
Yeah, the turtle hides in his shell and just says, you can't get me. You know, throw everything you want. I've got a turtle shell. You can't get in. But, you know, if someone breaks the shell, then they
I might start saying that. Turtling up.
Turtling up, yeah. They're kind of turtling up here. So, I don't play chess like that, but sometimes it does work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see what e5. Yeah, and, you know, I like this move, too, because when someone moves backwards, it's a good time to move forwards.
Yeah.
Especially since he's blocking his rook, and it's just weird. So you did that immediately, and then he took the pawn. You took. Let's see. What about taking with a rook? I'm just curious. What do you think about that move?
I guess the reason is that I felt it didn't do as much there. If I had taken, I felt like it could be attacked with that pawn. I mean, so could the bishop. I guess the bishop was aiming at the g7 pawn, and if I had gotten my queen on that diagonal with it, I could have had some attack or something.
That is true. Okay, yeah. I kind of like I'm drawn to this rook move, I think, just because we can double rooks and we can invade on e7.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So kind of like that, but yeah, and you know, if they want to go f6, I mean,
which play e7.
Never play f6. You know, now all these squares are weak. Maybe your queen will show up on g6, you know?
Right, yes.
Actually, very soon.
Yeah, I can put her there after I move my rook.
So I'm drawn to that rook move. Let's see what the engine says. The engine says I'm wrong. It likes your move better.
Really?
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, but I'm confused, so it's all good. Probably you do have a good point here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I think the other reason is, I don't know.
They played F6 here. Never play F6.
I think it's just because there's more. I could attack a lot. Because now I can play, like, if I want to, bishop b8, which is kind of annoying, attacking that rook, and I can kind of just be irritating. I don't know.
Being annoying is good in chess.
Yes.
Lucky for me. Okay, so you pulled back here. Yeah, I bet you were keeping that bishop b8 resource available to you. b5. Yeah, b5 is probably a good move. I'm going to check with the engine. Actually, it mentions b5. It likes f5, but it actually really likes white here.
Really?
It does, yeah. I wish I knew why.
I also have the 2 bishops against his bishop and knight, so...
True. So you've got 2 bishops, small advantage. You've got more space, small advantage. You've got the open e-file. That's an advantage. So I guess all these things are adding up.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does he have? He has a knight on e8. That's not that's not how you supposed to play.
Great job. Knight on e8.
Good job. Your knight's on the back row.
Yeah.
Yeah, so b5, okay. Ooh, I like how you left the tension. Although I'm a little worried about b4.
Yeah, I think that's actually I think that's what he plays.
Yeah, this is scary. He's going to get like a passed pawn.
Yeah.
He did play it. Wow. So this is where I start really getting confused because your pawns start rolling too, don't they? I guess we'll find out. Okay, queen b2. So I'm trying to remember, there was a position that I gave you to find the best move. This might be it.
Yeah, I think this was it.
Yeah, it is. I'm checking with the engine because I remember the move. Yeah. Do you remember the move? The best move here?
Do I remember? Was it taking?
I don't think it's taking because now he's got 2 connected pass pawns. Scary. Computer still likes white, but that's awfully scary to face.
Yeah, it is. Oh, wait. Bishop e4?
Nope.
Is that it? No?
Nope, that wasn't it. So I think you said bishop b4 last time too. And honestly, bishop b4 is probably fine. I don't think it's a bad move. Oh, actually it says it is, but I couldn't even tell you why. Okay. Yeah, the move is queen g6.
Okay. It's putting the queen over by the king.
Yeah, no one wants a visitor like that.
Yeah.
And then I think there's some other ideas involved with this.
Yeah, I think the rook goes down to e7 at some point.
Yep, right on. Yeah, and that now you're starting to get a lot of pressure here.
Yeah.
I wonder how we get that knight out. At some point we got to get the knight out, but also that pinned the pawn in a way. Well, no, it didn't. That's still protected. Could go like this and this though. Check. I remember something like this.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So queen g6 is extremely strong, but very complicated. Like you can attack. Like I don't think we need to be as afraid of this move.
Yeah, because our rooks are still there.
Yeah, and they're not connected, so they're hard to protect now. So, you know, rook a1, and we're going to just probably win the pawns.
Yeah.
If they go like this, also not quite as scary if they go like that. Because you're still blockading them. I just don't like. I don't like it. I don't like this though.
Yeah, I
This
agree.
Yeah, I would have a panic attack if I was playing. Okay, so wow. So in the game, you went queen b2 and he played b3. Okay, but you're blockading the pawn,
Right.
so it's not going anywhere. At least not yet. Rook d1 you played, getting behind your pawn. I like that. Knight d6 blocking you. Bishop f1. Oh.
Yeah,
Remember,
because he's attacking that backward. He's attacking that pawn. That's why.
you saw it though. Now the knight hops into e4. This is starting
That
to
was
get...
like I actually got kind of afraid on this move because he was like invading.
Yeah, he got active all of a sudden. I mean, what happened? That knight was there and suddenly it's in the middle of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting nervous too. Bishop f4. I like that move. Don't let him take your bishop, right?
Right.
The engine actually likes black now, by the way.
Really?
But it's such a complicated position. Anything can happen here. g5. Wow. I don't know about that move. What do you think about pushing all the pawns in front of the king?
Yeah, the king's not safe anymore.
He's not as safe. I don't know about that. So you moved your bishop away. Makes sense. They went back. They went back.
Yeah, that move.
Pawn. Pinning, too.
Mm-hmm.
I call that move back in business. All right. So rook c7 attacking your bishop. I'm guessing you saw that. Yep. Bishop b4.
I remember all my pieces are like cuddled around these two pawns.
Yeah, these passed pawns don't want to be cuddled. They want to run.
Yeah.
So I like this. Yeah, you stopped his counterplay. He can't really do anything with that. I am worried about the knight coming back in, but what can he really do there? Can he do anything, or is he just going to get attacked out?
And he's gonna get.
And he can't even do that right now. I forgot. I forgot already. He's pinned.
Oh yeah, it's pinned. You can't even do it.
So this is starting to look really nice for you now. Ooh. Okay, he wants to win that really badly. Do you remember what you played here? You can probably see on the side, but...
Yeah. It's c5. I just saw it.
I think this is good. He was going to take your pawn. You push your pawn. Now who has two connected pass pawns?
Right. It's kind of like in that tournament game I played the other week.
Oh, yeah, the GCSEL.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an awesome game, too.
Yeah. I was losing. I was completely losing.
Yeah, well, I mean...
I blundered early. That was bad.
Yeah, just for the viewers, Aidan blundered a piece in that game. But he played in such a way that he got two connected pass pawns later. He ended up winning like a full rook back.
Yeah.
And then winning shortly after, which... Yeah, you've always been really good with pawns, which is kind of
I've always been good with rooks and pawns and endgames. Never... I have to get better with openings and just, like, traps with bishops and knights, I feel like.
Huh, okay. Well, that's good stuff to study.
Yeah.
Openings are one of my strong points, so I can definitely help with that part.
Yep.
So, knight b5. They're just saving their knight.
Now, yeah, I just attacked his rook.
Here comes the pawns. Rook
Another
b7.
pawn avalanche.
Yeah, I think this still gets crazy, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it still is. Because, yeah, that move.
Check. You went back.
Not sure why I went back.
I wonder how much time you had here. I don't have the timestamps on this. Weird. All right. I have a feeling you were both getting maybe low on time, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, this was a long game.
It was very long. Yeah. No, kudos to you for using all your time. Like, that's what you're supposed to do in chess.
Right. Oh, no. I think I missed something here, actually. I just realized this. After he plays this move, it says I played rook e1.
Okay.
What I didn't realize was that I could have played bishop g2, pinning the queen to the rook.
Oh, right.
That would have been a really good move.
Yeah, you're right. I think I was praying for that move during the game. I kind of remember that. I was like, please see it. Please see it. This is not a bad move either, though, because look, I mean, that's not fun to face.
Yeah, it's still a threat.
So he did that. Okay, you still have bishop g2.
I still can play it.
Let's see if the engine likes it. Wow, the engine says you can trade or just play it straight away. It likes both. It also likes queen d2. You
Queen
played
d2.
Oh, look. You actually did see this during the game. I didn't even remember this part, did you?
Oh my gosh, I did. I did see it. Okay.
You did see it. You really are my student. I see things that move too late, too. And then my opponent still doesn't see it, and then I get to do it. So, yeah. Okay, queen c8. All right.
Yeah, I did. All right, good. I saw that. Okay.
Yay. Yep, definitely. A tiny threat coming.
Yep.
So he stopped it. Wow, that's stopping it in a weird way.
Yeah, it is.
Rook e7, I'm guessing you did. Yep,
yeah.
Rook e7, okay.
I think I remember. I think I end up pushing pawns.
I think so too. Let's see. Ooh, queen d5. Okay, the queen's coming in.
Yeah.
So I think you're winning here.
I agree.
But the only bad thing is, well, what do you think is the one bad thing about your position?
Those past pawns are still there.
Actually, no, because you have them blockaded. They're not going anywhere.
Oh, my king.
No, not the king. Well, actually, wait a minute. The king is a concern a little bit. Now that I look at it. I think your king's okay because your queen is guarding the second rank. So if they check you, you come here. You can play f3. It's not ideal, but you've got all this covered.
Okay, what's wrong with the position?
This guy.
Oh, the bishop, yeah.
Yeah, your bishop's not too happy. Now, if you can manage to do that, your bishop will be very happy.
Yeah, because I can get out.
And I guess, it's not that hard of a problem to solve. Because you can come out this way. You can do a lot of things with him.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely be looking at this bishop and be wondering, how do we improve him? I mean, for now, he is doing an important job.
Right.
That c-pawn's pretty important. Wow. Black has problems. Black has problems. Oh, wow. You can do this next. If they take, thank you, new queen.
I think... No, I don't play that, but I play something else with my bishop.
Check. Okay. Yeah, they got to try this. They got to try this. Yeah, I remember I was impressed by this move. I was like, look at this. You took your bad bishop. Now he's doing something really good.
Yeah.
Stopping your king from getting harassed. Because this was coming... Well, actually, he's pinned.
Right, and now I can actually march even my c-pawn down.
So he moved the knight. I think he wants to stop it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Ooh, look at that. Queen trade. You like queen trades, don't you? I've seen you do it a lot.
I calculated this because then he goes b2. Wait, no, he doesn't go b2. Interesting. Okay. Plays.
Well, if he did go b2, what would you do?
I'd queen.
Okay, and then he queens would check?
Yeah. I blocked my bishop. Oh, okay, I see. So it doesn't work for him.
Yeah, I guess not.
That's why he plays that knight move to try to stop the pawn again.
Okay, so queen here. Yeah, no, that move's great. That move's great because your queen, his queen is stopping you from queening.
Right.
So you're like, okay, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Does attack your rook. So you moved it. Makes sense. Okay, so what now?
Now bishop a5.
Oh my god, love it. That's just mean. That is just mean. Did he take it? No.
No, he didn't.
So for the viewers, if he takes, that's a new queen with check. That's not going to end well for black. So he actually can't take the bishop, but if he doesn't take the bishop, then you're going to win more material.
Yeah.
And that is what happened. Okay, so now let's see. You've only got one problem left. It's not that big of a problem, though.
Yeah, because my rook's still there.
He's got no rooks to go behind him, so I don't see him queening.
I guess the only scary thing is, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I guess so. Taking away that square from your rook. So I would go rook e2, I think. Ooh, you had a better idea.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I calculated this because my rook will take and then I'll just make a queen.
Yeah, I like your idea. I would have played rook e2. I almost certainly would. Let's see what the computer likes, though. It likes c6. Yeah, calculation is king. c6 is a better move. b2, c7, queen, take, queen. Probably your opponent should resign. Unless they're my student. Does. Yeah, unless they're my student, then they should never resign, right?
Right.
But they're not, so they're probably going to resign. Bishop g6. Queen a6. Yeah.
Then they resigned, it looks like.
Yep. Black resigned. Wow, what a game. That is a crazy game, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that is.
But I was so happy when you won that because there was a lot of crazy stuff to get through on there, and you did calculate awesome that game. You really did. You found some good moves. You didn't see bishop g2 right away, but you did see it the very next move.
Right.
You just traded first and then did it. So.
Right.
Yeah, so that was an awesome game. So I like to do like a quick recap of games at the end of the video. So let's do that and just talk about the critical moments.
Okay.
So let's see. So Aidan went with an English defense, or an English opening rather, which he had never played in a tournament game. But it turned out pretty good, I'd say, because he ends up getting a very strong center anyway. So it turns out this move is risky because there's going to be discoveries. So you had time to take with a knight and protect your pawn. So that was a pretty key moment right there because you could have lost your e-pawn, but you didn't. So that was good. Yeah, and now I just love white's position. 2 bishops, strong center. You know, like, what else do you want in life?
Yeah.
That's all I want in life. 2 bishops, a strong center, I'm good, you know? All right, so g4, so we know that king h2 is more natural, but this worked out. And then things get crazy. So you got the strong center you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is such a weird way to play, but I guess, I mean, they should probably go b5, I thought, because then the queen is defending there.
That's true.
No, it's not true, because they would take and then we take.
I'll take and then I'll take it, yeah.
Oh, wait, bishop, though.
Oh, that's true.
I'm not sure if that's good or not, though. Yeah, so you had to deal with these pawns, but you did an excellent job. I mean, a mistake is to just let those pawns do what they want. So you
Right.
have to blockade them. It's not ideal to blockade with a queen. Do you know what the most ideal blockading piece is?
A knight.
A knight, yeah, you did know that. Yeah, because knights can do a lot from where they're blockading. A queen can too, but a queen prefers to be out
Doing
attacking.
something to attack the king.
Yeah, your queen's kind of doing both though, so I think this actually worked out kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saved your two bishops here. That's important. That's a small advantage you want to keep, so you did that. Yeah, I don't know about that move. That looks a little crazy to me. Yeah, and that's just a blunder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they should have did. What should they do? What do you think? I mean, they could try to blockade with their queen, but then I don't know where the knight will go. The
Yeah.
knight has no squares.
I agree.
That's probably what they were thinking too. They could do this. I don't know. Let's see what the engine wants for black. It wants queen d6. Does like this. And then, okay, if you attack the knight, then what? We invite the knight in for tea. I guess he's not getting out though. That's the thing. He can't get out. It's like a Venus flytrap.
Yeah.
Like, come on in. Haha, we locked the door.
Never getting out.
Yeah.
You're stuck here for the rest of your life.
Yeah, have fun. Have fun on G3 because you're not going anywhere from there. Yeah, and this is just great. After you win this pawn, now you've got two connected pass pawns too.
Right.
And yours are not blockaded, so you immediately played c5. This part of the game, you played great. This is great. Yeah, that move's not precise because bishop g2 right away, but it's still not a bad move. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still good. White's good here. Then you found it and won brilliantly. I love how you calculated at the end. You kind of took away all hope when you did that. Yeah, the queen trade followed by the calculation. And then you took on f6 for good measure.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent game. So I hope everyone enjoyed the game. Hopefully we'll be back again with Aidan some other time because his over-the-board tournament game at the GCSEL was also a very interesting one that we could all learn from. So this is Stacia and Aidan, and we'll see you next time. You can say bye too.
All right. Bye.